morning and welcome once again. In today's session, I'm here to show you how to enable Defender for AI from Azure portal. This video is follow-up to the previous one in which I have explained why you need to have security implementation protection of your large language model apps and how you can utilize Azure to protect it. So as you can see, I'm logged onto the Azure portal and I have owner credentials to this subscription. In order to implement this, let's go and search for Defender for Cloud because Defender for AI is part of Defender for Cloud Services. Now, in this case, I'm going to go under Management and Environment Settings, and I'm going to enable this at the subscription level. Now, first, I'm going to enable Defender CSPM, and the reason I'm going to do that because it has, as you can see, AI Security Posture Management. So let's go and enable this at the subscription level. You can also go and see the settings too. If you want, you can also enable or disable agent length scanning for machine. Now, for the purpose of this, I'm just doing this to showcase how to enable. So I can go and click on the continue button and click on save. So Defender CSPM was enabled. Now after this, I'm going to go and look for AI services. That's what I'm interested for. And let's go and click on button. I'm going to come to one AI resource in a moment, but let's go and enable the settings. And you can see there are two parts to this. You have enabled suspicious prompt evidence, which is by default is on. So that's good. We want to have that. And you also have enabled data security for AI interactions, which is switched off. Now, just to point out that in order to have this option available, you need to have the Purview account. Now, in our case, we don't have, but just want to point out, I'm going to still switch it on because it's not going to throw any error. But in order to utilize that specific feature, you need to have a Purview account. So let's go and click on the Save button in order to enable Defender for AI service. So both these options were enabled. And just to give you an idea about my environment, I'm going to go to the resource group. Now I have created a web application in which I have embedded a chatbot. Now the name of my application is Ramine app. And let me just go and open that up. And by the way, if you want to know how to create this from scratch, I have a detailed video and step by step how you can create a knowledge base, then the chatbot, the web app, and how you can integrate that into your web application. So, as the name suggests, the name of the application is Ramine app. So, I have a knowledge base on Ramine. So, anybody who wants to know and get information about Ramine, they can go and type in their question. So, let's actually go and test this out. So I'm giving a simple prompt here, and let's see if I'm able to get that. It's saying that requested information is not available in the retrieved data. Let me just try. I'm assuming it should be there, but let's see. Okay, so it's saying, telling me that Lord Ram had three brothers with the name Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughan. So that's good. But I believe I should also have the information about where Lord Rama was born. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, so it's giving me, maybe I put Bhagwan, which is an Hindi word. That's why it didn't took. But it's showing that Lord Ram was born in Ayodhya, which is a significant city in Indian mythology, and it's often considered a symbol of ideal kingship and virtue. Okay, so this is the idea about my chatbot, but again, as I mentioned, that an attacker can use this chatbot because this is publicly available and have input which may or may not be in a to gather the right information. Maybe it is to disrupt that chat or to maybe they have malicious intent. That's the reason why we need to have some sort of protection, and that's where Defender for AI will come into play. Let me try by putting, let's say, all yes. Let me just try random. So you can see that the prompt was filtered due to triggering Azure OpenAI content filtering system. This prompt contains f- content flagged as jailbreak. So as I mentioned that we have enabled Defender for AI, so seems like this is working. So this is a live example of why we should be utilizing protection in order to protect these AI application, because more and more organization are utilizing this in their organization. All right, so let's go and see if we see anything on the Defender for Cloud page. Sometime it takes time for all these logs to generate, but this is my Defender for Cloud interface, and you can see that I have data and AI security. Okay, so far I don't see any alerts, because as I mentioned that it takes some time for all these alerts to generate. But this is the place you're going to come and see if there is any alerts generated by this service. By the way, you can also have sample alerts also created, so that's possible. If you want to see the capabilities of this product, you can go and generate. Now in this case, let's say I want to have only for the AI service. Let me see if we can create some alerts for me. You can also create suppression rule. You can see the alert map. So all these functionalities are there. Actually, have created also some other videos on Defender for Cloud, and you can also go and explore that. For example, for Defender for Storage, Defender for Server. That also gives you an idea about some of the things that I'm talking about here, right? So you can see that it has generated sample alerts. So in case there is some sort of uh, attacker who is trying to jailbreak or something like that, it will generate alerts over here. So you can go and dig more into this. You can see a corrupted AI application model share a malicious URL. You can see the severity, status, activity time, description, and what are the affected resources. So all these functionalities are there in this service, and you can see all this from this interface. You can also have automation workflow. You can add workflow automation, like what action you need to take in order to in case something like something of this kind of event if happens. You can also have email generated, which can be sent to a security analyst or the person who is managing all this environment for you. So that's capabilities always there for you. So this is how you're going to activate Defender for AI from Azure portal. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching and have a good day.